Hey folks, Mike Honan here at Valley Vapors in South Salem, Oregon. How you doing? I'm going to smile. I'm going to try to smile more. Am I not smiling enough? Anyway, I'm going to smile more. Hey, I want to do a demo and of the Lemo Drop. We have the Lemo Drop tanks made by Eleaf. A nice tank. We've got, I don't know what happened, but we've got like 40 of these things. Anyway, made by Eleaf. They are an RTA, a rebuildable tank atomizer, and they've got a nice big reservoir. And when you say the word rebuildable tank atomizer, that means that you are going to be doing the coil. You're going to be wrapping the coil and wicking putting the wick in there, and obviously filling your tank. These are a real interesting design. I'm sure other tanks, interesting design in the way, I thought it was kind of interesting in the way that you fill it. But here's a black one. I've got a silver one here that's filled. So I can show you. You've got your airflow here, right there. You can see your little airflow holes. Let me see if I can get that up close and you can see it. You got your little airflow holes. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. You got your little Eleaf logo on there. Kind of an interesting little tank. I like the look of it. It's a nice look. This is a black one, so you see the contrast. I'm showing you the black one because it shows up good in the contrast. You unscrew this, unscrew the top, and here's your tank. And you've got some little gaskets on either. See, there's a little gasket here on the end, and they give you some extra gaskets in there. There's your tip. You can actually drip. What's kind of cool about these, let me put this back together here before I get too far into it so I can show you. You fill the tank from the base. They give you, there's a little hole there to fill it. But you can actually drip down there, and you can actually drip right onto the coil if you were so inclined. So that's kind of interesting. And here's your tip. This comes off, just pops off. It's got a little gasket, so it just pops off. But I'll unscrew it again here and show you the deck. It comes with a pre-built coil for you, so you don't have to do the first one. The first one's done for you. There's your wick. Got a nice wick. Now, they've actually done kind of a tight little build there. You can see that. A tight wrap, I should say. And that looks like about, I don't know, 26 maybe? 26 gauge Kanthal there. And so you see there's your post right there. So you'll run your Kanthal wire into that post there. But this is pre-built. This comes already this way, so it's already wicked, ready to go. They fluff it up for you, pre-fluffed. You can't beat that. So there's your build deck there with your pre-built coil, your Kanthal ready to go. So you're ready to go for the first one. And then this is the tube, the shroud that goes around it. Let me get that on there without screwing it up too much. So I'll screw this back down on there. And you can see at the base, I'm not doing a very good job here. Okay, there it goes, going on. You can see at the base, or is it going on? Yes, now, no, yes, no, yes. There it is. Okay, it is going on there. And you can see at the base of you can see those little where the e-juice flows in at the base. I don't know. Yeah, there you can see it there. I'll spin around. So there's one on each side, so that flows in and wicks up to the top, wicks up to the coil. So there it is, and you can look right in there. That's how it looks when your little canister is on there. Then you'll screw this back on. Comme ci, comme ça, as they say in French. Okay, so to fill this thing, you're going to unscrew the base. Fill this RTA, rebuildable tank atomizer. You're going to unscrew the base. That pops off, and here is your. This is the only thing that I thought was a little bit ponderous. See that little tiny hole there? That's where you fill the tank. So you need, what we do is we throw in here. Hold on just a second. Hold the phone. Okay, I'm back. So you've got that little tiny fill hole, and then they've got this little rubber gasket here, and that little pin. I don't know if you can see that pin. Can you see that pin? Yeah, you can. See that little pin right there? That goes into that hole, and that's kind of like your plug. And so you'll put that back in there, push that pin back in, and that seals it so the e-juice won't leak out. To make it easier, we're throwing in one of these bottles, and this makes it super easy to fill. And actually, it's not bad to fill, but if you're used to just dumping your juice in and having lots of room to do it, you don't. So it's a little bit different design. I can see why they did that to make it easier, because obviously if you pulled the whole base off, then the juice would leak out here because this is holding the tank together, your reservoir together, holds it all in place. So if you have e-juice in there, you don't want to take this whole thing off because then your e-juice will run out the base, you run out this bottom part here. So what you're going to do, excuse me, man, excuse me, burpity burp burp burp. Anyway, you're going to just take your little, you have your, say this bottle's filled with e-juice here, you're going to take your little bottle, just slide that little pin in there, and then just fill it. Take easy squeezy. You're good to go. And being a rebuildable coil, once you wrap the coil, it'll last a long time, weeks. You just have to re-wick it every once in a while. So if you like RTAs, this is a nice setup. At first, not being used to this kind of stuff, I'm a Nautilus guy, so I'm not used to the RTAs. But once I got used to that, I've been using the Lemo tank, the Lemo Drop tank, for a while. Now I've gotten used to using that pin thing, and I just fill it. So at first it was like, oh man, that's kind of weird. But once you get used to doing that, you just fill and go, and it's got a nice big reservoir. You got your little gasket here. Once you fill it, you'll pop this back in like this, and you'll push your little gasket down in there. Then screw this back on, and you're good to go. And the nice thing about this tank, what I liked about, and a lot of RTAs, I shouldn't say a lot, but some of the ones we get, RDAs, rebuildable drip atomizer. The drip atomizer, some of them, you don't get a whole lot. You just get the tip, you get your little tip, and that's it. But I like this because they do give you some extras in there. You've got a couple extra gaskets. You've got a couple extra gaskets in there. You've got a screwdriver. You got a couple extra coils and an extra 4 gaskets. So they give you some extras in there to help you go along. Plus, they give you a bag of cotton that's ready to go for your wicks. So you got tons of cotton here for your wicks. Plus, they give you a bag of Kanthal. So you've got enough Kanthal there for a bunch of coils. So you're good to go there. So really, it's a good RTA in the sense of they give you everything you need to last you a while. And you can get online. We carry Kanthal. Both stores carry Kanthal, or whatever. Your coil wire. So they give you plenty of that. So you're good to go for a while. They give you some handy instructions on the design, the setup, breakdown of the tank, how to fill it. So you got your little instructional manual there, and they even give you a. I don't know if you can see that. You got a little measurement tool on the side to measure. I don't know what. Measure something. It's in millimeters or centimeters. And so anyway, yeah, so they give you all the instructions on how to wrap the coil and how to set it up, which is nice. I've got a tank here filled with e-juice ready to roll. And so I'm going to take a hit, and you can watch. It's a real demo. Yeah, like I say, the only thing I was a little bit put off by at first was the fact of the way it fills. But when you see the design of the tank, it makes a lot of sense. Because it's an RTA, rebuildable tank atomizer. You want to be able to break it down and clean it out, and as you're switching flavors, gives you that opportunity. So here we go. This is a 1 ohm coil. So I'm going to put this up to 20 watts. I've got my IPV Mini ready to go. Well, not quite ready to go. I'm going to go up to 21. So I got it at 21 watts. Right there, you can see it. And I've got it filled with a delicious e-juice. Hits really good. Good flavor. Nice. So this is a silver one. So as you can see, the difference between the silver and the black. I almost kind of like the look of the black better because it just pops a little better. But they're real nice, clean design. And here's your tip, and you can actually look right down into the coil, right there. You can just look. I don't know if you can see it because I've been using it for a while. I've actually been using the Lemo tank. I like the air draw. I guess you could actually drill those out if you wanted to. I like it the way it is. You know. I'm always a little intimidated about wrapping my own coils, but we actually got some Curo coils in. If you're intimidated by wrapping coils, those little Curo coilers, oh man, they really work well. You know, it's a little spindle, and you slide your Kanthal into there's a little hole there that holds the wire while you spin it, and it's a little jig, and you just make coils super quick. But I do like this Lemo Drop tank. Like I say, initially I was a little put off by the way you had to fill it, but once I kind of broke it down and saw the design, it goes, oh, okay, I totally get it. And the fact that we give you these little bottles with these pins, this comes with the kit, or comes with the tank, the RTA, and so it makes it really super easy to fill, and you can just wash this out. This little top comes off. You can actually just pop this top on just about any, obviously it has to fit that screw, but it would fit on any bottle that fits on that. So you're good to go. And then you put your little handy cover on there, and voila. So I like the Lemo Drops, pretty nice. And then you could actually just, if you wanted to, you could just drip right down there onto your coil and your cotton. You could just wick. You could just drip if you wanted to, if you had a flavor you wanted to try, just boop boop boop, just drip it right on there. You can do that. Ergo the Lemo Drop. I don't even know. Is it Lemo or Lemo? There's no little hyphen thing to let you know how to pronounce it. I wish the people that make this stuff give you a little manual on how to pronounce all these. We got this other product that we got, the Freak Show and another drip tip, and it's Motofo or Motufu. I don't know. Motofo. But this is the Eleaf. This is the Eleaf Lemo Drop, not to be confused with anything else. But anyway, nice little tank, nice design, nice look. I like them. Like I say, we got a ton of them. Hits really well. The flavor's good. Hits really well. Who's going to sit through a 12-minute video? I don't even know. Some of you hardcore guys are. But anyway, the Eleaf Lemo Drop. Nice little setup. I like it. Hopefully you will too. Hey, come on down and buy some. Mike Honan here at Valley Vapor South in Salem, Oregon. Visit the North Store, 1020 Liberty Street Northeast, or the South Store, 1071 Commercial Street, Southeast Salem, Oregon. Visit us at startvaping.biz. All this stuff is on there. Buy as much as you can afford. We'd appreciate it. Hey, take care, folks. Adios.